Our next poet actually does not even need an introduction. She's no stranger to the Poetry Africa stage. She has made tremendous contributions to the arts in South Africa and the world at large. Gcina Mhlope is an author, poet, playwright, storyteller, performer, director. I swear, this woman does not sleep. Please help me welcome on stage Mama Gcina Mhlope.
Amata, Almighty God, shine your light and your unchanging love on all the children of Africa, Africa, our land. Mveli Mudimu Amata, Almighty God, shine your light and your all unchanging love on all the children of Africa, Africa, our land. Open our eyes, open our hearts to see and know what a gift they are, a gift from you, our Lord. Open our eyes, open our hearts to see and know what a gift they are, a gift from you, our Lord. Bakuseleni abantwana, bantwana betu, nibaniki uthando, abantwana siyazidla ngabo, nibaniki imfundo, abantwana, bantwana betu, bakhule ngayo, abantwana siyazidla ngabo, bamazi uThixo, abantwana, bantwana betu, bamudumise, abantwana siyazidla ngabo, bagiye ngomculo, abantwana, bantwana betu, owe Africa, abantwana siyazidla ngabo. Sanibonani ekhaya. Kunjani namhlanje? Ngiyathokoza kakhulu ukuba nani. Thank you so much to the Center for Creative Arts, for Poetry Africa, to invite us to be here tonight and throughout the festival. And I'm honoring every single one of the amazingly talented poets. Oh, yafiwa. One of the most beautiful things about being at festivals like these is to see where people are, what people are thinking, what are the things that move them, what's going on in their lives, and also to hear the different languages. There's so much musicality in every language. Mawuzwa abantu bekhulumile imizabo, uyazi ukuthi ukhuluma okungaphakathi okujulile okuphuma kuyena ngempela ngempela. To be able to use our languages, I think I was very blessed at a young age to first learn to speak isiZulu and then to find myself in the Eastern Cape learning to speak isiXhosa. And there are these kind of writers who write the kind of poetry that jumps off the page. You know those people. Manje, I was at high school and I was reading this man. I never thought I would meet a living, walking, talking writer. I thought they wrote their books and then they died. Shakespeare was dead. Wordsworth, dead. My favorite author, A.C. Jordan, dead. Ubani omunye? Umsimang, dead. Ubani omunye? H.I. Dlomo, dead. Ubani omunye? Ubesaphila ke yena. Luckily, he was still alive when I was at high school. But many of the people that I was reading had gone. And I thought, I want to be a writer. Should man bhale nje kabili kathathu fi? Hambane nemvula. Now, this writer, I love A.C. Jordan, but there's another writer who writes in isiXhosa who always holds a space in my mind, just sits there and chills. Athi, qoqe qhuqa nqwelo yogoduka. Chophe manxebeni xhaphaqela ichwili ntondini ndini. Huh? Imagine, uqoqe qhuqa nqwelo yogoduka. He says, you are running in short little steps. You are the caravan that takes us home. Athi, chophe manxebeni xhaphaqela ichwili. You squat on people's wounds. And all the blood and all the wounds, it's evident in your face like a true vulture that you are. He's talking about death. Athi thambo dala kade bemqongqotha. Dizadala kade bemkhwahlasa. Kufandini akufi. He talks about death. And now when you get people who write in this manner, who make all of these pictures with words, why on earth wouldn't you fall in love with his language? Why wouldn't you? So I love languages because of that. We write in these different languages, but sizozama ukuthi sibambe ngapha esiZulwini, sibambe ngapha esiXhoseni, sibambe ngapha isiNgisi nithini na vumani bo? Vumani bo? Whoa, this one is about a man called Utatu Ngaimbana. When you are an outsider, you are in a place, you start noticing people because you are an outsider. Just so this old man was fascinating for me. It's called I Fell in Love. I fell in love with an old man's prayer, the way he knelt down on one knee and raised the other to rest his hands on, the way he lifted his face up to the sky and raised his thunderous voice to fill the church. I fell in love with an old man's prayer, the way he took a deep breath to last him long and praised the God he knew, loved and heard him. He praised the God he knew to be the sun that shines over our homes, whether we are rich or poor. The sun that gave us warmth, light, and the very life. I fell in love with the old man's prayer. The way his whole body swayed steadily as he praised the God he knew to be the moon that shines over our homes to reassure us at night. He praised the God he knew provided the water we drink and the air we breathe. The God whose many eyes shone like stars all over us. And he took that breath so that he can look at us afresh. His kind of God did not sound like a man with a white dress and a white beard. I fell in love with a young girl's voice, the way she sang the Methodist church hymns like they were written just for her. The way she stood with her legs apart, that was crucial for her to sing. The way she smiled and scratched the back of her neck always when she caught me staring at her. I miss the way she always searched for my hand, always when the old man was about to start his prayer. The two of us never closed our eyes. I fell in love with the old man's prayer, the way he prayed for us young and old, but more for the young and the unborn, the way he seemed to relax and lower his voice. He began to have a conversation with God. He stressed that this was a difficult time. He began to ask God if he saw the need for extra strength, for the future did not look very good. He wondered if God had it all planned, that for some of his people would have everything and others would have nothing. He wondered if God had it all planned, that for a part of our stay here on earth, some of the people would be poor, others would have everything, until it was time for the changeover. I fell in love with the old man's prayer, the way he changed the tone of his voice. He wanted God to see sense. He stressed that it was way too long for the one half to keep on bearing their problems. Surely it must be now time for the changeover. Surely God did not want the young to grow up in this darkness. Surely God did not want the unborn to arrive in this cold. Didn't God know that we'd forget how to cook if we have got no food at all? Doesn't God know that we'll forget how to build homes if we do not have land to build them? I fell in love with the simplicity of the prayer. Food to eat and a house to make a home. Yeah, boy. This poem, when I wrote it, I hoped it wouldn't make sense in 2018. Ngempela ezinye izinto ufisa ukuthi kuzodlula ngithi. You just wish ukuthi angeke kwenzeke. It's called Leader, Remember. Leader, remember the time you spent fighting for your freedom and that of your people. The time you played hide and go seek with the oppressor man till he caught you at last, put you in chains and leg irons, threw you in jail, believing in his rotten heart that you'll never again see the light of day. Leader, remember how strongly you fought. Your freedom-loving spirit kicking hard and refusing to die. Your vision for a better day, giving you power and endurance immeasurable. In that cruel torture chamber, while your body lay on the cold cement floor, your spirit escaped through the window and went to mingle with other spirits of countless freedom fighters deep in Africa's rainforests, where the equatorial moisture whispered that timeless message all freedom fighters know. Don't give up. Don't give up. Here, take with you self-respect, selflessness. Fight for your people. Leader, remember the day you walked out, the very minute, the very second as your right foot stepped outside the gates of that jail. Fist in the air, sun in your face, the joy that washed over you like bucketfuls of honey. The pain that touched your soul like a poisoned arrow of wasted years and potential. At the same time, you eagerly greeted the mammoth task that lay ahead. You vowed and promised to do all in your power to build a better future for you and your people. Leader, remember the long-suffering women and men, the dignity they lost. Think of the very young and the very old, the hunger they learned to live with in the land of plenty. Leader, remember the promises you made, the hope you represent. Leader, remember you now stand at history's crossroads. Compass in hand, the walking stick of your people's experiences, helping you fill the potholes as you lead the way. Leader, remember corruption, and lies will no doubt double the pain they once knew. Please remember, betrayal hurts more than the sting of 1,000,000 scorpions. Leader, remember, we wish you peace in your heart. We wish you the eagle's sharp vision. We wish you the ancient African tortoise's wisdom. We wish you the mighty elephant's memory. So, leader, remember the mystic equatorial moisture whispering that timeless message all freedom fighters know: don't give up, don't give up. Here, take with you love, self-respect, selflessness. Fight for your people. P.S. The struggle is never over. Leader, remember. I think when we talk about history, it is nice when we think about good times, isn't it? When you're proud and you're telling people about where you come from and what happened. And we're living in times now where you are asking somebody what is their family name, and they say the family name. Besuthi zithini ithakazelo. Oh, mamgcini ungasho angazi Nkosi yami, angazi. They hide their faces. So that is why then I wrote a song like this. When you look at your lineage, that the praise, the praises, the family praise names, they come about, they're about where we come from. Uyoti what abugapina wemtaga baba inkaba yakho yona yempelwe phina ngoba umazi umkhulu awumazi ukhokho uyo thuluthini na mame kubuza abantu bezizwe uyothuluthini na mame kubuza abantu bezizwe uyothuluthini na awumazi umkhulu awumazi ukhokho thuluthini na awumazi umalume awumazi umamncane thuluthini na awumazi umshana awumazi umzala thuluthini na mame kubuza abantu bezizwe uyothuluthini na mame kubuza abantu bezizwe uyothuluthini na uyoqamba manga ukhomba izihlobo ngapha nangapha uyoqamba manga ukhomba izihlobo ngapha nangapha mame kubuza abantu bezizwe uyothuluthini na mame kubuza abantu bezizwe uyothuluthini na awumazi umkhulu awumazi ukhokho thuluthini na. Thank you. If you don't know where your umbilical cord is buried, if you do not know where's the land of your ancestors, if you do not know who are your great-great-grandparents, who your own grandparents are, who your parents are, who your aunts and uncles are, who your cousins are, when people of other nations ask you who you are, will you keep quiet? Will you keep quiet? Or you might just go around asking, are you my relative? Are you my relative? Because you never bothered to find out about your own ancestry. Let's be educated. Let's be sophisticated. Let's be cosmopolitan. Let's be world travelers. Let's be globe trotters. Even the eagles, no matter how high they fly, they land sometimes. they land sometimes. So let's remember where we come from. Babu Mdletshe, what a joy that you are here. Siyabonga Babu Mdletshe, siyabonga. Ukusihlonipha ube nathi siyabonga. Ukwanda kwaliwa umthakathi. Umlando into enzima. Umlando isilo esimakhanda esikhumba simibalabala miningi cishe ingabaleki. Imibalabala evusa usinga ijabulise inhliziyo phakathi neminye ethi ivuse umunyu nosizi lapho sesikhumbula izigameko ezashiya okhokho nokhokho bebambe ongezansi. Umlando bakwethu into enzima. Lesi silo simakhanda sike sithi uma usibukisisa ugcwale ukuziqhenya uzwe izigubhu ezingaziwa nokuthi zishaya ngubani, zishaya kamnandi ngaphakathi kuwena azithi gu azithi gu azithi gu azithi gu azithi gu azithi gu. Ingani phela amagugu esizwe lana ayacwebezela ayakhazimula athi woza qala kimi manje ngithinte kahle ungiphulule kamnandi ugabise nangokugabisa ngami uma uthanda maqedane ukhumbulisise ukuthi ungubani, ufisani, uphumaphi, uphokophele na empilweni. Ukuzethemba pho yeka wena kumnandi ngisho kuthokoze nezinzwane uqobo. Kepha elinye ikhanda lesilo liyaphenduka usathi uyazigqaja lona lithi mana khona lapho mana akubona bodwa ubuhle obusemlandweni wakho noma futhi umlando wasiphina esinye isizwe. Khumbula nezibuhlungu izigameko ukuze ufunde ukhule ukugweme ukubuyela emuva kulezo zikhathi ezithanda ukukhathaza umoya wakho. Ingani phela inhliziyo iyathanda ukulalisa yembese futhi ifihle izinkumbulo ezimbi. Phela inhliziyo isuka yenqaba nezinyembezi zayo ezehlayo zigobhoze lapho isiqaqamba kalusizana ngenxa yokubona ububi obusebusweni besilo esimakhanda. Ngithe bakwethu umlando into enzima. Lesi silo esisiphakamise lona lakalabalimbi ikhanda leli kuvuke namadala wona amanxeba lapho sesisho impela sithi umlando into enzima. Sikhuluma ngezintombi esizikhumbulayo, izintombi zengcuce ezashona kabuhlungu zilwela amalungelo azo. Isikhathi sasingafani nesanamuhla. Umthetho wezwe wawungavumi ngisho ukuthi zilokothe ukuyivula imilonyana yazo. Inkosi uCetshwayo waye ngakulindele neze okwenzeka, kepha kithina izintombi zengcuce zingamaqhawekazi esiwakhumbulayo ngenkulu inhlonipho. Sisho futhi sithi ukulahleka kwezimpilo zazo akulona izeleze. Kusipha amandla, kusipha imvuselelo, kusivula amehlo kabusha khona ukuze nathi sibhekane nezanamuhla izingqinamba. Kwabadala nabancane lesi isikhathi sokulwa impi yokuzakha, ukwakhana, ukukhuthazana, ukuthandana, ukubonisana, ukuphakamisana, uqonda phambili sakhisizwe. Isizwe esihle sikaMthaniya. Yebo bakwethu umlando into enzima. Isilo esimakhanda ongeqedi kwabala, isilo esimibalabala ongeqedi kuyibala. Kepha kithina sithi siyafunda iqiniso lihle. Qinidolo mAfrika, qinidolo. Masi khuluma ngeyikhathi ezinjena sizama ukuthi should I try and translate that? People didn't know. Ngempela? Hey, let's try. Asazama uGeorge manje. Asazama uGeorge. Let's try and do this poem in George now. History is a heavy matter. History is a heavy matter. It is a strange animal with multiple heads, colors too many to even count. The creature's unique colors have a way of awakening the most indescribable pride. The pride that shines and fills you with so much joy. Also, the others bring back such memories, the very worst memories of events that left our ancestors perplexed and speechless. And then it also makes you feel such joy. You hear massive drums pounding deep in your heart with invisible hands beating a rhythm that goes a goo, it goes goo, goo, another goo, goo, another goo, another goo, goo, another goo. Reminding you that these colors and faces and eyes are the proud heritage of a nation. They are shining, glittering brightly when one of the heads speaks directly, saying to you, come closer, go on, touch me, feel free to even caress me if you so wish. Yes, go on, show off, tell the world what a great achiever you are just by mentioning my name. Then remember who you are, where you are from, and where you are going. The warm glow of happiness, so overwhelming, the smile spreads down to your very toes. And such indescribable pride about your history. Whoa! But then one of the creature's heads turns around and shouts, stop! Stop right there! Remember that it is not only great events that make up your history of that or that of any other nation. Apply your mind. Remember well the painful atrocities and terrible mistakes. Learn, grow, be certain not to return to those times that hurt you, your very soul. It is clear that the heart loves to suppress, cover well all those painful memories. That is why it wants to avoid wasting its precious tears. Oh, how they flow unstoppable when the heart breaks into many tiny pieces as it sees the ugliness on the face of the multi-headed beast. Head raised up high, threatening, opening the worst and deepest wounds, prompting us to earnestly say, history is a heavy matter indeed. The maidens we honor here today died painfully fighting for their rights. The times were not at all like they are today. The laws of the land did not allow them to even begin to open their tiny little mouths. King Cetshwayo was unprepared for what was to happen. They defied the orders, forcing them to marry old warriors. So he ordered them all to perish. Today, we honor the maidens of Ingcuce Regiment. Heroines we respect as we sincerely say they did not lay down their lives in vain. Their memory inspires us to open our eyes to face today's challenges. It is time for us, young and old, to empower ourselves, each other, to build the nation afresh, to make our ancestors proud in this land of Umtania. Yes, indeed, history is a heavy matter, but a great educator too. Courage, children of Africa, courage. Courage, children of Africa, courage, Qinidolo Africa. Litini wash. Are you prepared to sing with me now? I shouldn't be singing alone, huh? Are you all right with that? You know, sometimes when you want to decide, to make a decision about something, you go around asking other people. This thing of talking to the blackness, I left it when I left theater. I left theater in 1991 and I haven't spoken to darkness ever since. Can you just give me some lights or see the people I'm talking to? Hello? Yes, yes. Since 1991, I haven't spoken to darkness. Yeah. When people make decisions, especially decisions that affect other people, sometimes they just do it so cavalierly, and it's okay. But sometimes you wish when they are alone, there's got to be a time when they're alone, where they regret making those decisions. Even we little people, when we do make mistakes, when you're sitting alone, you know how the pillow knows the truth. The pillow doesn't care how important you are, doesn't care how many awards you won, how famous, how well traveled. The pillow doesn't care. I mean, the pillow is horrible. It just tells you the truth. Now, we need to wish that the people who are making decisions the world over, who have that time, they've got honest pillows that make them feel that they need to regret. I'm going to ask you to sing with me now. Are you ready? Sebeyazi sola, 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 sola. How it's multilingual also. Sola, 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 so. Sebeyazi sola, sebeyazi sola. Sebeyazi sola, sebeyazi sola, sebeyazi sola, sola, sebeyazi sola, sola, sebeyazi sola, sola, zi sola, sola, sebeya, sola, the fourth one, sola, 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 sola. Sola, 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 sebeyazi 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 sola. Sebeyazi sola, sebeyazi sola, sebeyazi sola, sebeyazi sola, sebeyazi sola. Something is bothering me, sola. Thing is bothering me. Something is bothering me. Something is bothering me. Sebeyazi sola. Sebeyazi sola, sebeyazi sola, sebeyazi sola. Something is bothering me. Something is bothering me. Looks like you don't know. We all one people. Something is bothering me. Something is bothering me. Looks like you don't know. We all one people. Something is bothering me. Something is bothering me. Looks like you don't know. We all one people. Sebeyazi sola. Sebeyazi sola. Sebeyazi sola. Sebeyazi sola. Sola. Sebeyazi sola. Sebeyazi sola, Sebeyazi sola. Sebeyazi sola. Where are the ladies? Where are the ladies? Something is bothering me. 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 Looks like you don't know. We all one people. Sola. Viva Poetry Africa, viva! Poetry Africa, viva! Poetry Africa, viva! Siyabonga, siyabonga.